Welcome to another episode of Seats at the Round Table. We got D-Real over here.
What's good? What's good?
Was on season 16
That's
of
right.
American Idol.
That's right.
Then we got Eli over here.
Yo, what up?
Fearless Pathway Music.
That's right.
Thank you for joining us.
Yes, sir.
Tell us a little about yourself.
Man, Chicago, man. That's where I'm from. My name Deonte Davis, also known as D-Real the Singer. Man, just bringing new music to you, man. I want y'all to look out for me. I'm releasing a lot of stuff, man. You know, just working on that project, accumulating who I am as an artist. And man, just realness, man. That's it. The name said itself. You know what I mean?
Absolutely, absolutely.
Most definitely.
You got anything going on like here in town right
Yeah,
now?
most definitely, man. I appreciate you asking that. I got a lot of stuff going on in town. Just released a single online called In Trouble. My accolades behind me, man, go way back from Crucial Conflict days when I was signing Crucial Conflict. When I was a child, man, so many days. You got to be specific with the questions. I got you, baby.
I got you. Is it okay if we go play the music later in the video?
Facts, most definitely.
All right,
Most definitely.
Just check it. All right.
Nah, you can't play it, man. We can't play it.
Oh man.
Yes, sir.
Now, Trouble. Tell me a little bit about Trouble.
Man, Trouble. What Trouble started from, where I got that song from, was a personal relationship that I was dealing with, man. About 6 years ago. I ended up, R.I.P., rest in peace to Amanda. I ended up losing this woman. She had a brain disorder or whatnot. Man, and I ended up doing that song, just dealing with women, man, the aspect of women, man. I wanted to kind of interlude on that and kind of bring a purpose of saying, you know, if a lot of women always say they don't need a man, you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But in actuality, the man is a secure bone to a woman's structure. So that's where that song really came from.
Facts,
you know, a lot of women don't see themselves as being in trouble in situations, but a man can be there to save that situation, and that's where I got that song from.
Absolutely.
So, growing up, where did you get your inspirations from?
As far as artists?
Just music in general.
Just music in general? Man, it's crazy because my mother would listen to people like Lionel Richie, Smokey Robinson, Donny Hathaway, man, the Commodores.
Wow, classics.
Classics, man, just soulful music, real genuine soulful music. And being in a household and being around it, man, that was pretty much my base inspiration. As I started getting older and whatnot, of course, I adapted to my own lifestyle of music. And I grew on guys like Donnell Jones, Music Soul Child, Keith Sweat, this name I didn't want to say, but I'm going to say it because this guy's a phenomenon when it comes to music, R. Kelly.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Him, man. But, you know, we're going to get music is music, man. You know, no matter nobody's past, you can't change the greatness that we were brought up with when it comes to music. Right. So, yeah, man, them were some of my most important inspirations, brother.
Okay. You're from, what, Chicago, right?
Chicago.
Yeah.
Southside.
So growing up, tell me about, like, some of the places, like, where are places you'd love to go visit?
In Chicago, man, that's a good question. I'm glad you said that because most people would be looking for something bad to say about it. Yeah. Chicago got a lot of great offers, man. Downtown Nashville, Evanston is a place to go to visit. On North and Kedzie in Chicago, man, Chicago Avenue, man, so many places, man. The lakefront, Lakeshore Drive, go to the beach, sit out there and hang out. Food. Let's talk about food. Oh, yeah. But I ain't hungry right now, man. The food in Chicago is a very place for people to. That's why a lot of tourists come to Chicago. It's because they known for their food. The food is just amazing, man. It's a different taste, a different brand. The big tall buildings is the next thing to New York and LA. So you're gonna come to Chicago, you know what I mean, to see that experience, to see that big rising. You know what I mean? It's a lot, man. Growing up in me, we play ball. You know the thing. I mean, it's a lot, man. It's a lot to bring to Chicago.
So were you a Bears fan?
I'm actually a Sox fan, man. I like the Sox, man. I mean, coming from the South Side, man. You know what I mean? We just represented that S to the fullest. You know what I mean, man? So, but I'm a basketball genuine guy too, man. Bulls was my team. Chicago Bulls. Michael Jordan back in the days when he was out there doing his thing or whatever. That was one of my idols because we like, everybody in Chicago love to play ball. We hoopers. We love to hoop. It ain't all trouble. You got this side where you got the gangs over here, you got this going on, but it's the person and that individuality of what makes a man. You feel me? So,
all right. So you come from Chicago. How long you been in Nashville?
I moved to Nashville in 2009. I've been in Nashville for about 11 to 12 years, back and forth, man. Just generating my purpose, man. I started a family. I had a kid here. Unfortunately, I did, and I'm blessed to have that kid because she's amazing to me. And I ended up staying here, man, raising my family.
So is she what brought you here, or what brought you necessarily to Nashville? in general?
She what brought me here, but as I came here, I had an ordeal to go on American Idol.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, so I ended up doing American Idol, and I ended up getting those accolades behind me, went through the process of that, and then I ended up, unfortunately, getting cut and sent home through group competitions. But, that publicity and that was everything to me, man. It still today stands in my perimeter of greatness.
So what was it like seeing that you were on American Idol? What was it like exactly? What was that experience?
It was, American Idol journey wasn't long. It was an experience. I loved it, meeting Paula, meeting Simon, meeting Randy, meeting the pre-judges before I even got to them. Because before you even get to them, you meet pre-judges. Because you got to go through 3 auditions before you get anywhere. Before you even get a ticket to go to LA or Hollywood, you got to meet 3 judges.
Oh, wow.
It's a program. And that's when I thought it was a gimmick then. It became a gimmick to me, man. To lose and get sent home in group competitions due to other people's mistakes that wasn't mine.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of that's silly if you ask me. They changed it now. It's not the same for American Idol. Well, back then it shouldn't have been the same. You know what I mean? So, but no hatred on that, man. It still gave me accolades. So I got a lot to be thankful for because of that. I got a bunch of distribution deals after that. A bunch of management came my way. So things was working out. The program came good for me. But now it's independency. We still working, baby. I see it.
But I like the fact that you didn't let that keep you down.
Most definitely.
Because now it's like you really pushing yourself.
Facts.
So every lesson is a great lesson.
Man, what? Come on. I love that. Yeah, most definitely.
So you wouldn't be where you are now if you didn't go through that.
Yes, sir. True story.
Yes.
Appreciate that.
So where do you see yourself going now?
As far as the music, everywhere, man. The sky's the limit, man. I don't think I could put a destination to anything because once you do that, then you block yourself in the program. Wherever it takes me, it takes me. I'm just gonna keep on putting great music out and just connecting with the fans and the community, man. That's what's important.
That's what's up.
I got you. So you're working on an album, correct?
Facts, most definitely.
Okay.
Fire album.
I got you. Tell me a little bit about that.
Oh man, this
Anything,
album.
or anything you can tell me about, I should say.
I can, because we got a single release already, and so the EP's on its way out, and we got more coming after that or whatever. The project, man, just is my childhood to my teenagehood to my adulthood. It's all wrapped up in this whole project. It's crazy, man. You're getting the whole experience when you walk through this album, track to track, from front to back.
So when you say from
All
your young
experiences, from relationships with women, from the poverty I went through with my mother and my father when I was a child. For me, you get a lot in this project, bro. You get a lot. It really tells you who I am and how I connected as a soulful person in this music. Real talk, because a lot of people don't really, like you said earlier. I think one of the guys we was talking to said earlier was like you gotta connect with the music. You gotta, you know what I'm saying. And a lot of people just want to do music. And they have a passion for it, but they're not connected with it. I don't think they get the purpose that they really studying for.
I think I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
When it comes, like, you got some people who just do music to do music, and you got people who have lyrics behind their stuff, and it's meaningful, and you sort of understand where they're coming from. So in that situation, it's more people are able to connect to you more.
Most definitely.
So I get what you're saying, but
Most definitely, Collin. I got you.
so you came from So I'm guessing when you were younger, you came from more of poverty at first?
Of course, man. Argyle Gardens, Caprini Greens, Southside Projects, man.
Yeah.
They tore them down now.
Okay.
I come from one of the roughest places. My mother was a very, very important woman in Chicago. She was part of the government. She dealt with a lot of the youth and things of that matter. And just being around that and having that influence in my life, she was able to move us out of the poverty areas into the suburbs where we had a better life. Things was a little bit different for us. You know what I'm saying? But we did experience that, man. I used to, my brothers, man, used to get into fights. And, you know what I'm saying? My brother was affiliated. And, you know what I'm saying? Can't say too much about that, but he was affiliated back in the days.
Yeah.
Him being affiliated and me being his little brother, I had a lot of animosity with a lot of other people he had animosity with. So we had to fight and get chased home from. There's a lot of different things, you feel me? So I was around the actual, what you know about Chicago, I was around all that. Like, it was that. I was around that. Like, I didn't see a lot. But, you know, seeing that didn't deter me away from what I knew I wanted to be in life. You know what I mean? Even if at one point it may have seemed like that's what it was doing, it didn't. But Man, you know what I'm saying? Keep going, though. I got a lot more to speak on, baby. Because I moved to Nashville and experienced a whole nother experience.
So what when you first moved to Nashville, actually, let me get your experience from that.
So, when I first moved to Nashville, it was a little different. I had to adapt to Nashville. You know, coming from where I'm from, man, we real fast moving.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everybody speaking fast. You know, I had to come here and realize that this is a hospitality city.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Let's bring it down a notch a little bit. Let's kind of format something different. And I came here and then I adapted to that, man. I fell in love with country music, believe it or not. I love country music. I love all genres of music, but country really had a place in my heart due to the fact of the woman that I was dealing with that passed. She was a very, very, she loved country music, and she influenced me to write it for other artists. When I moved here, I met, I was in the studio. We had a studio at Due West in Madison, Tennessee.
Yeah.
And I was with Charlie P. I don't know if y'all know
Okay.
who Charlie P. is.
Okay.
Charlie P. I was with him, Black Fly Music. They had a studio at Due West. And he had an open spot where he was like, man, you know, and I had equipment that I had when I came in from Chicago because I wanted to do music. And we ended up getting a spot there. I met another cat here who was an engineer. We had a spot there. Then I met Jelly Roll at that. He had a booth in the same location.
Wow.
And he heard me singing in the booth, man, and whatnot. And he heard me singing something. He came over there, knocked on the door, him and this guy named Hal Roller. And Rehab was his name then, but he Johnny Cashville now. And I did a feature for him, and man, it gave me some buzz, man. We ended up doing some music together, and you know, that kept me in Nashville here. And then American Idol experience happened after that. So,
Well, I guess Nashville was good to you, wasn't it?
Nashville was good to me, man. Nashville was good to me, man. Nashville was really good to me.
But you know, I feel like maybe I'm pretty sure the stuff in Chicago that happened to you is sort of what shaped you into what you did here in Nashville, though.
Most definitely,
for sure.
most definitely.
So what experience that you had in Nashville, let's just say what obstacles that you had in Nashville while you were here? Did you run into any problems or anything?
Yeah, I did, man. So in the process of when I met Jelly and then we had that single released, I went to prison. I was locked up.
Okay.
I went to prison. I did 3.5 years in jail. And you know what I'm saying? That was whole nother experience, man. That was a whole nother boost.
Mm-hmm.
In the process of that happening is when I had a son here, and my son was taken from me. Okay. He was taken into state's custody. I'm still today trying to find out where he is today. So a lot of things happened, man. I went to jail for that situation, what it was, and came home, and it just pushed me to do better. That's why this EP out right now. I've been home for 2 years, and I've been grinding super hard, just working, elevated my mind. I found my inspirational movement with God while I was in jail. And he opened up doors for me, man. He really did, and developed me who I am today. So yeah, most definitely.
Wow.
I did time. I've been down that struggle too, man.
Well, I'm glad you're out and you're here.
Most definitely.
You're able to spread positivity with your music in general,
man.
And I'm sure when you were still there, when you were in jail, I'm sure you
man, we
wrote
was
a lot
on the
then.
tables beating with pens, and I was the entertainment for the whole pie. So yeah, most definitely, man. I influenced a lot of people, and a lot of people influenced me, man. So
Absolutely.
yeah, it's a back and forth giving thing, man.
So
true story.
Growing up, did you see yourself doing music when you were younger,
It's
or
crazy
what
you
did you
said that.
see yourself doing?
Like we used to have these. So my mother, in the basement, my uncle, we used to have these little auditions and competitions in my mother's, in my uncle's basement, and my mother and them would always put this program together. We do it every weekend, and they would be down there rehearsing their songs or whatnot. Mm-hmm. And every time they rehearsed their songs, since I knew the song so much by going over there every weekend, I would always try to sniff in there and hit something with them real quick or whatnot. And mom was like, boy, chill out. And then they started, connecting to me and paying. They're like, man, he really sing. Deonte can really sing. Y'all hear he can really sing. And so I got an opportunity to do, in the still of the night, they were rehearsing this song they were going to go perform. Because my whole family's musically inclined, period. My whole family, I come from a musical background.
Right.
Like my Uncle Derek, before he passed, rest in peace, Uncle D, he toured all over the world doing music. Wow. This is what he did. Yeah, great guy, phenomenal artist. And so yeah, anyway, I got my time to shine, and I showed my family that, this is what I do, and they knew from there. My mother was pushing me. It was like, okay, well, you want to do music, we're gonna do this and do that and this and that and whatever, and it ended up being other things. But yeah,
no, that's great cheer for sure. So you listen to music now. Who are some artists that you look at now?
Man, it's crazy you said that. It's a lot of artists out right now, and one thing about me, man, if you ever hear my music, if anybody out there who see this ever heard my music, or when you do get a chance to, my music got kind of an old and a new feel to it. So you can tell that I'm kind of like stuck on the old school, but I'm still in the new school. You know, I'm relevant because you got to stay relevant. So I don't really care for a lot of the guys that's out right now, but it's a few cats right now that I will do some music with, that I will work with, like Lil Baby. Yeah. I like Lil Baby. I think he's a dope artist. I like J. Cole. I think J. Cole is very phenomenal when it comes to lyrics, his content. I always love, now if you was asking me as far as hip hop, who's my inspiration, it's a different story. R.I.P. DMX. Yeah. You know what I mean? I can go many places, but right now it'll be Lil Baby. I mess with that baby. I like, when it comes to the R&B scene, I like Vito. I like Chris Brown. Chris Brown dope. I like Maxwell. I like The Weeknd. He fire. It's a bunch of dope artists, man, that really inspired me this year. I love them. They doing something really good.
Oh, for sure.
What do you think of Life Jennings?
I love Life, man. That was one of my inspirations. I was real talk.
Yes.
Real talk. He
Great
got
music.
Man, phenomenal. He represent for women too, man, and that's what I like about it. Because in R&B, I think that's a lot of things we lacked in. We disrespected the women culture besides representing them, and I think that's what he do really well. So yeah, if you heard, you heard my music, so you,
definitely.
So yeah, man, for sure.
So all your music is based on your life.
My life, yeah. My life experiences, man, because, I experienced a lot, from, like I said, women, relationships, struggle, the poverty area, the good, yeah, you get it all, man, and it's hard to hide that.
I got you.
Yes, sir, man.
So you think that we could listen to your music right now?
Facts.
All right.
You didn't even want me, but now you wanna know me, yeah. You wanna get to know me. You done got in trouble now. You need me to hold you down. Oh, but I don't even want you. Ain't got nothing for you, yeah. You can do it on your own. Show me what you're made of, girl. Show me what you're made of, girl. Oh, you didn't even want me, but now you wanna know me, yeah. You wanna get to know me. You done got in trouble now. You need me to hold you down. Oh, but I don't even want you. Ain't got nothing for you, yeah. You can do it on your own. Show me what you're made of, girl. Show me what you're made of, girl. Oh, all in my Instagram. Picture. Tryna find your next man. What you doing with yourself? I thought you didn't need no help. Remember when I was no one to you? You want nothing to do with me, but now you wanna run and see what I'm like. I ain't doing nothing, girl. Got 2 bitches every night tryna leave my world. Just made you ain't my girl. Move on with yourself. Look. Don't need to be carrying baggage. You don't like how I live lavish. Can't you see that I'm established? Without you, you didn't even want me. But now you wanna know me, yeah. You wanna get to know me. You done got in trouble now. You need me to hold you down. Oh, but I don't even want you. Ain't got nothing for you, yeah. You can do it on your own. Show me what you're made of, girl. Show me what you're made of, girl. Oh, you didn't even want me, but now you wanna know me, yeah. You wanna get to know me. You done got in trouble now. You need me to hold you down. Oh, but I don't even want you. Ain't got nothing for you, yeah. You can do it on your own. Show me what you're made of, girl. Show me what you're made of, girl. Oh, made of, girl. Show me what you're made of, girl. Look. Don't need to be carrying baggage. Hey, you didn't even want me. You didn't even want me. You didn't even want me. Without you, you didn't even want me. But now you wanna know me, yeah. You wanna get to know me. You done got in trouble now. You need me to hold you down. Oh, but I don't even want you. Ain't got nothing for you, yeah. You can do it on your own. Show me what you're made of, girl. Show me what you're made of, girl. Oh, you didn't even want me, but now you wanna know me, yeah. You wanna get to know me. You done got in trouble now. You need me to hold you down. Oh, but I don't even want you. Ain't got nothing for you, yeah. You can do it on your own. Show me what you're made of, girl. Show me what you're made of, girl. Oh.
Yo, that song was dope.
Yeah, that
for
was
real,
fire.
man.
Appreciate that, man. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Tell us. Have you already told us about that song already?
I did, but I can relate.
My bad. I'm over here trying to remember what.
It was fire. That's it.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
I said, In Trouble, man, that song right there was based off just, the chemistry from a past relationship. And, I just wanted to make it relevant, man, to some of the things that I'm going through now with women or whatnot and what it was back then.
Yeah, I mean, and I guess the song, when people probably going through the same thing that you are, so
Facts.
they able to understand it and they can unpack that too.
Most definitely as a woman.
Oh, for sure. Yeah.
Because it's called In Trouble. It's like, it's the opposite of when a man's in trouble. What about the women? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So
No.
it's like, that's what, yeah.
I mean, but I highly appreciate you being on the show.
Man,
and
come on,
man,
man. Thank you.
it was nice meeting you.
Man, you too, man.
If y'all don't know, y'all can always go search him up. Look him up on Spotify. Listen to that song on Spotify, Apple Music, right?
Apple Music, all platforms. Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes. Deonte Davis, also known as D-Real the Singer, man. Make sure y'all follow me on IG, Facebook, Snapchat, and Twitter. And that's D-Real Crush. That's / D-Real Crush on Twitter.
All right.
D-Real, we want to let you know, man, we here for you.
Okay.
Like we said, we here with you. So don't feel like, we're family.
Okay.
So you could always come to us, man.
Okay.
We got you.
Most definitely. That's real.
All right, and like I said, I highly appreciate it, and I appreciate y'all for coming in and listening to us. I want to thank Solberg Studio for allowing us to go and use their area to shoot these videos. This is Daniel, the owner.
What's going on? Yeah, make sure you guys check out my YouTube channel, my Instagram, Facebook. We're on all that. We do videos, photography, audio engineering, whatever you need. Make sure you check it out. It's been fun listening to your podcast, though.
I appreciate you. Thank you.